Hi, I'm Officer Buttwipe, and I am helping you understand the roads. Well, that's a great question. What about when you're turning right and there's a pedestrian or car in your way? Well, for this, we have a vehicle code 21543 that states A driver facing a steady circular red signal alone shall stop at a marked limit line, but if none, before entering the crosswalk on the near side of the intersection. If none, then before entering the intersection, and shall remain stopped until an intersection to proceed is shown, except as in provided in subdivision B, which reads, So as you can see, you're not allowed to run over a pedestrian who's crossing in a crosswalk.
Crime.
What I want to know is it really illegal to tailgate? I mean, everybody tailgates, right? I'll get the beer in the back. Might as well have a tailgate party. Can't keep the beer in the front. They give you a ticket for that too. Give you a ticket for everything. Just want a ticket.
Well, that's a great question. What about tailgating? Well, tailgating is covered in California Vehicle Codes 21703 and 21704. 21703 shows that you must not follow another vehicle that is more closely than is reasonable and prudent. Also, 21704 basically says the same thing, but includes that if the vehicle is operated outside of a business or residential district, they shall keep the vehicle he is driving at a distance of not less than 300 feet to the rear of any other motor vehicle. So as you can see, 21704 specifies a distance, whereas 21703 just says you should not follow more closely than is reasonable and prudent.
Crime.
A lot of big cities have 2 turn lanes that turn right. My question is, we all know you can turn right on red, but can you turn right on red from the second right lane over?
Well, that's a great question. What about turning right on red, but from the second-hand right turn lane? That is where California Vehicle Code 21453 comes into play. Letter A. A driver facing a steady circular red signal alone shall stop at a marked limit line, and then we go on to talk about how you have to stop at implied intersections as well, and shall remain stopped until an indication to proceed is shown, except as in subdivision B. And here is the key for the right on red. Except when a sign is in place prohibiting a turn, a driver, after stopping as required by subdivision A, facing a steady circular red signal, may turn right or turn left from a one-way street onto a one-way street. A driver making that turn shall yield the right-of-way to pedestrians and other vehicles. There is also letter C, which specifies for red arrow signals, which says the same thing in a nutshell.
Not a crime.
Man, I gotta use my cell phone. I got a ticket for using my cell phone while I was driving. Is that really illegal? Word.
Well, that's a great question. We call this the Handsfree law. And for this, we look to Vehicle Code 23123.5. A person shall not drive a motor vehicle while holding and operating a handheld wireless telephone or an electronic wireless communication device unless the wireless telephone or electronic wireless communication device is specifically designed and configured to allow voice-operated and hands-free operation, and it is used in the manner while driving. So stay hands-free, and you'll stay citation-free.
Crime.
Is there such a thing as reckless driving? Is it made up so officers can hold you up? Is there such a thing as reckless driving? Or is that just made up? Well, that's a great question. Is there such a thing as reckless driving? We are going to now look at vehicle code 23103. A person who drives a vehicle upon a highway in a willful or wanton disregard for the safety of a person or property is guilty of reckless driving. Letter B also states that the same thing applies to off-street parking. So whether you're parking in a parking facility or on the roadway, you must not exhibit a willful or wanton disregard for personal or property safety.
Crime.
What do you do if your lane suddenly ends?
Well, that's a great question. Let's look at this. Can you be in a lane if the lane is about to end? There is no vehicle code that says you cannot be in a lane even though it's going to end at some point. You will simply have to safely merge back into the lane as appropriate at the end of that lane.
Not a crime.
Well, those were great questions. Thank you everyone for watching and for trying to be a part of the safety solution. Please remember to click the subscribe button and join the Don't Feed the Animals community of safety and fun. Together, we can have a message to help the world become a safer place for you and for me.